All right, so this is now going to be the next deep dive video for the Wholeness Way series. And in this video, we're going to be getting held by the spirit world to find your specific spirit team. And that spirit team, as I'm guessing they will say in this video, in my experience, sometimes it's not static. For me, it shifts and morphs every day, all the time. But this video is really meant to be a support for what I think is a pretty crucial skill in this time of coming into relationship, coming into a remembering of these beings who are here for you all the time. They truly are. And they are absolutely here supporting each of us. And yeah, and there's so much to discover in that with them. And it makes the hugest difference in my life, absolutely, to have that relationship with the beings that tend to be around me. And so as we are coming into this time of remembering the wholeness that is us, it is also really, really key that we are remembering that we're not alone, that we're so surrounded by these infinite beings. And yeah, so that's what this channeling is going to be. And then you can go back anytime to the first week of the Wholeness Way videos. There's the first video, which was a longer deep dive, like this one is going to be, where we came into a remembering of the wholeness of the truth of what DNA is, I guess you could say, on an energetic level. And then there were 5 daily reminders that were shorter videos that just help us stay in the rhythm and the habit of coming into and remembering the wholeness that we are. And then there's also a nighttime video that's part of the series. And today is basically, I'm going to be doing this deeper dive. And then this week, there will be another 5 daily reminders, which will come out at 2 a.m. Monday through Friday, 2 a.m. Pacific time each day this week. And then next weekend, probably there'll be a third deep dive with a third week of daily reminders. And then I'll probably take a break for a couple of weeks. But these are all relevant all the time. So please enjoy them anytime they call to you. Okay. So let's see what wants to come through here. Okay, so hello and welcome. And yes, so now what is channeling through Martha and the energetic and the vibration here is a whole set of infinite beings. So some of you may have been part of or involved with the Council of Infinity, the live gathering that Martha held at the June solstice. And if you were not part of that and you would like to be, it's still available for free. So Martha will link that. We'll put that link here, because what we are conveying now actually is very much related to that free gathering that occurred at solstice. So the Council of Infinity is really a reality of ourselves as the wholeness of the entire time-space continuum, as a community, as a wholeness of all of time, all of space, infinite dimensions, and infinite beings, all as the oneness that is us. So there's so much more to be said about that, and we that a lot of that was conveyed in that solstice gathering, which we absolutely encourage you to be part of if you weren't already. It's relevant all the time and very relevant also to what we're going to convey here. But what we're going to convey here is absolutely perfect and right, whether you were a part of that gathering or not. Because what we're going to be conveying here is really exciting and special. This is a remembering. We're going to be holding space for is a remembering of your own personal spirit team, and in a sense, your spirit family or your spirit tribe. Many words you could put for it. And your spirit team is comprised of usually all different kinds of beings. So you will experience and feel whatever is alive for you right now, whatever is just exactly right for you to feel or see or hear or know in this exact moment. But really, you are a being of everything. So it is literal existence who is your actual spirit ally. We just all are existence itself. And then throughout the time-space continuum, there are infinite manifestations of existence that look particular ways or sound particular ways, have particular vibrations. But really, in the ultimate truth and reality is that we are all of it. But some of these manifestations of the divine have a vibration that can serve certain purposes and have a particular kind of medicine for you in a given moment. And so that's what we're going to hold space for you to remember and be with, and either begin your relationship with these beings or continue it or have a way of deepening it, coming back to it over and over and over again. Okay, so the first thing we would like to offer for you to do is, again, with all of what we're going to convey, you absolutely have the choice to participate or not, and this is only done in whatever way is exactly right for you in a given moment. So you can follow our words or not follow our words. That's absolutely fine. Please do whatever is right for you. So taking a long, slow, deep breath, we invite you to find yourself somewhere in a magical, beautiful, deep woods. And in this place, you are completely, totally safe, completely, totally held. You can take another long, slow, deep breath and just feel yourself relaxing completely into this magical space. And as you're breathing in and out, you feel a powerful, beautiful orb of healing golden white light descending on your head like a waterfall. Powerful and beautiful and gentle all at the same time. And this waterfall of light is cleansing you and nourishing you and waking you back up to the beauty and the perfection that is exactly you. You can imagine yourself maybe taking a bath in a stream and going under that magical waterfall and letting the water know exactly what you need. And you can play under there and just relax and enjoy it and let it fill you back up with magic and beauty and pure infinite love. And taking another deep breath whenever you feel ready to emerge out of that stream, out of that waterfall, now cleansed and filled with the beauty that is you and the beauty that is love itself, and the beauty that is light itself. You can come out of the stream and imagine yourself putting on some clothing, whatever clothing feels magical and just right for you. Maybe made of natural cloth of the earth of some kind, or whatever arises for you. That's just perfect. And now you can come up onto the shore of that stream, come back under the trees, perhaps. Just find a place that feels just right. Again, safe and comfortable where you can completely relax. And you can take a moment to just enjoy what it feels like to have bathed in that magical stream. You can maybe feel all the cells of your body and your being dancing with the magic of that water. And maybe there were even fairies dancing in the stream as well. And maybe those fairies are still dancing with you, joyful and happy and laughing, playing. You might want to be sitting, you might want to lie down and just, again, breathe that in and out and feel how good that feels to be cleansed in that way, to be relaxed and safe in this place. Okay, so then taking another long, slow, deep breath. If you're lying down, you might want to sit up, but it's entirely up to you. You can stand, you can sit, you can lie down, whatever feels just right for you. And now, one by one, we're going to, with your permission, and only with your invitation and your permission, we're going to introduce to you the beings of your specific spirit team here and now in this moment and in any given moment. And your actual real spirit team, again, is existence itself. It's infinity itself. So you have infinite allies, infinite benevolent beings who are quote unquote on your team. We are all on each other's teams. That's the ultimate truth because we are all source. But in this moment, we're going to introduce to you one by one whichever beings are here who are exactly the right vibration, the right medicine, the right companionship, the beings who can meet the needs you are having in this exact moment. And also perhaps beings who represent something that maybe you have to give to them as well. Maybe there's a vibrational match that's not only about you receiving, but possibly about you giving, or possibly about there being an exchange back and forth. So you can be open to that possibility and just notice if that happens to arise. It may or may not in this moment, but sometimes that might be true. Okay, so taking another long, slow, deep breath. You can still feel this orb of light descending on you, not as water, but just as light, because you're still being held in this incredibly magical, beautiful, healing space. And now, one by one, you can see, feel, hear, notice that out of the woods comes the first being of your current, this moment spirit team. So remember, every single one of these beings is entirely, completely benevolent. You are completely safe, totally held. And these beings are purely here for your high, absolute, radical, highest good, and also for the highest good of the all that is. They're here for a purpose that is perhaps quite powerful, but also very gentle. And their only purpose is to serve the absolute highest good of you and of the all that is. So you can relax. And you can welcome each and every one of them fully in whatever way is just right for you. So taking another long, slow, deep breath, you can notice as this first being comes out of the woods and walks toward you, and perhaps sits down to begin to form a circle around you, or perhaps they have something to give you, or maybe they come over and just offer to give you a hug, or maybe they look you in the eye and convey a message. or it could be infinite things. So just give you a moment to be with this first being of your specific spirit team. And this being could be a being of infinite realms. It could be anything. It could be a human. It could be an angelic being. It could be fairy, a gnome, any infinite beings of this planet Earth. Could be an animal. Could be a plant. Could be a dolphin. It could be a unicorn, a dragon, a being of stars, a being of starlight, literally anything. Whatever is just exactly right for you. And you might not even have a label for who or what this being is. That's completely fine also. Just notice whatever arises for you in who or what this being is, or just simply in the presence of this being. You don't need to have any labels. You don't need to have any analysis or explanation. It's just all about your own experiencing of whatever is just right for you. You also might notice as this first being arises and arrives into the circle around you, that this being might have a particular purpose or serve a particular role for you. That might become clear or that might not become clear. But that could be a possible sense that you have. You might have a sense of who this being is, what the being is, and possibly what their particular purpose or role is. Maybe none of the above. Again, it's all entirely perfect. And then when you're ready, you can take a deep breath and begin to notice one by one a second being coming out of the woods and greeting you and sitting in the circle or forming that circle with that first being. And then a third, and then a fourth, and then a fifth, and then a sixth, and then a seventh, and an eighth. Possibly less, possibly more, maybe a ninth, 10th, 11th, with you making the 12th. They might create a circle, they might create a spiral, even going up above you to create a sort of spiral that becomes a temple. There's going to be a beautiful and perfect sacred geometry of some kind of the formation that they create in relation to you. Again, it could simply be a circle. It could be anything else, though. And whatever formation they create with you is a medicine in and of itself also. So you can just notice and be with and relax into whatever that happens to be. And you could take a long, slow, deep breath and just feel and notice how you are held by this sacred convening of your specific spirit team in this moment and in any given moment. These beings are here specifically for you. And taking another long, slow, deep breath, we invite you right now just to be. And in the daily reminder videos this week, we're going to continue this dance with these beings, continue to dialogue with these beings, and continue to deepen your relationship with them so they can convey and you can even learn to hear and know the specific messages and remembering they have for you individually. Because you are a conduit of the divine just as much as Martha, just as much as anything else. So part of the daily reminders this week is that there's this other component of coming back into the wholeness that is you, that's also about remembering the reality of you as a being of infinity yourself, and as a being of infinite, deep, powerful wisdom yourself, with no pressure, no expectation, just an invitation and an offering for you to have gentle, beautiful, daily relationship with the spirit allies team that is you. So until next time, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being you. And we invite you to just be with these beings. Maybe it also just will naturally arise for you to begin connecting with them, even without the daily reminders. You're fully capable of that, and many of you already are doing that. So please just follow your own inner wisdom, and you'll know just what to do. And come back for the daily reminders as a source of comfort and camaraderie and cheering each other on and sharing what comes alive. Also sharing questions or struggles with this, if there are any. Please, please continue to do that. Thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you for being you. Thank you for being part of this crucial, powerful time of great remembering, literally remembering, putting back together the wholeness that never didn't exist, but the remembering of the wholeness that just simply is. And so it is. Amen. Okay, so when you feel ready to come back to your body, if it feels right, you can rub your hands on your arms, rub your hands on your legs, bring your hands to your heart, and allow to anchor in any and all particles of light from this time together that are in your current absolute radical highest good and the highest good of the all that is. and allow to release back into source itself anything and everything that's not in your absolute radical highest good and in the highest good of the all that is. And we can also send the particles of light that are in the highest good of the all that is. We can send those particles of light throughout all of time, all of space, blessing literally everything. Through every single dimension, throughout all of infinity and beyond into the void. You can imagine it like fairy dust sprinkling the remembering of wholeness to everything everywhere. Waking up out of the illusion of separation. And so it is. Amen. Right. Thank you. So yeah, please feel free to share with us in the chat and in the comments anything that you want to share anytime. Really, really love hearing that. And please, cheer each other on. Yeah. And the sharing in this past week of the series has been super, super beautiful. I've really loved hearing from you, and I've loved what you're sharing. I love just all of it. So keep that up, and I will be putting out the first daily reminder for this week. It'll go out 2 a.m. tomorrow, and then I'll put them out, Monday through Friday this week at 2 a.m. Pacific time each day. And then, like I said, next weekend I'll do a third deep dive video like this one. The topic that I'm getting told it's going to be on is basically how to tune into what is mine to do. So something along the lines of, the first week we remembered ourselves as wholeness. In the second week, clearly we're coming into this relationship, deepening our relationship with our spirit team. And then by week 3, it's going to be about how do you tap into, like, what is your spirit directive? What is the truth of your soul that you're here to do as wholeness in concert with all these spirit allies? What is yours to do? So that's the main question I ask in my prayers every day. My own prayer practice, basically, long story short, takes me through a process of rebecoming the light fully as me. And then by the end, I say, I am the highest quantum source. I am highest quantum source light. What is mine to do? And then that's when I get shown whatever it is is mine to do. So I think that's the idea with next week, is by then that will be the theme coming through in the channeling. And I'm excited for all of it. So join in with any and all of it that calls to you. Please share with anyone you think might benefit. It's all entirely free, of course. And to get the notices when each daily video comes out, or when any of the new videos come out, subscribe to my channel, because I think you will then get an email saying that the new one has come out. But at the least, you'll have it pop up, hopefully, on your YouTube, on your phone, or on your device. And yeah, and I'm just gonna check in with these comments again. Thank you so much for being here. So Sherry from South Alabama, and Louise, thank you. And Una from Milipitas, California. Wonderful. And Cheryl, thank you. Yay, I'm glad it's helping. It's been helping me too. It's awesome. I feel myself changing through this. So, okay. Thank you to everyone here live. Thank you to everyone watching the recording anytime in the future. Again, please share, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 all those things. Wonderful. And I will see you tomorrow. See you all soon.